This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised as some cases contain graphic content. We mean no disrespect to anyone we discuss in this podcast except our exes. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. However, we will be expressing our personal opinions. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia.
And I'm Wes, and this is Love and Luminol, a true crime podcast.
And we're in Florida.
Florida! Check out the view, guys. Yeah, we're staying at one of these houses right on the beach here. So we got this amazing view behind us.
Yes.
We wanted you guys to see this behind us while we were doing the podcast, like from the balcony or something, but the kids are having so much fun back here.
Yeah, as you can tell.
That it's going to be dark by the time we get to it. So we figured we'd at least do our intro this way.
Yep, so at least you guys can look at what we've been looking at past day. It's been awesome.
But what's today's episode about?
About Adam Walsh.
Adam Walsh.
I know, you may,
Sounds
his
familiar.
Dad, John Walsh, does America's Most Wanted. Yep, so the
Okay.
reason he got into
The reason he got to America's Most Wanted,
Yep,
because his
so-
son... Yep. All
There
right.
you go.
I don't know a whole lot about the case, but I have heard of it.
So actually, it's Florida based, so.
It is, and we're in
Yep.
Florida, so...
Yep, so do.
All right, well, let's get to it, guys.
All right. Well, we're back home base.
Yep, back from Florida.
Oh, sad times. I didn't want to leave.
We did not want to come home.
I know, but
No.
we were going to do an episode there, but the kids were having fun. We were having fun, so didn't
We decided
happen.
to wait till we come home.
And then we got home. We were so worn out that we didn't do it yesterday.
But at least you got to see where we were.
Yeah.
Got to see some of it, so it was fun. Right on the beach. Backyard was the beach.
Yes.
Ocean. It's amazing. Just walk out the
Perfect.
back door onto the porch and onto the sand and out into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. The sunsets and stuff, or the sunrise, was amazing.
Yeah. It's a little foggy. Couldn't really see it that good, but
That last night it was good.
yeah.
The one where we got pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Pictures, I believe I posted some of them to Instagram, so
Yes. Check them out.
at Love and Luminol. And I think we got a little snippet or video on our TikTok too, so just us messing around with the sand and our logo and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, good time. Let's get into the case
Yes. All right. So we're on, you don't care what number it is, but 17 for those that are keeping
though.
count.
17 it is.
Yep. Adam Walsh.
Adam Walsh, like we said.
Yes. So.
Like we said a long time ago on the beach. Yeah.
Keep pushing it back, but yes, Adam Walsh. John Walsh's son. You know John Walsh
I do.
from America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted, yeah.
Did a couple other shows in there, but
And I knew that he started America's Most Wanted because of his kid.
yep.
He was missing for a while, and I guess he was dead, but I don't know all the details. So this is
Yep.
some of it
This
is
is
new
some
to me. I just
details.
know the basics.
All right. Well, Adam Walsh was 6 years old when the crime occurred. But there's a picture of him.
Oh, wow.
He's
Okay.
cute. He's got the cute little
Yeah.
freckles on his nose.
Missing his two front teeth.
Yeah, like normal 6-year-olds.
Well,
6,
our
7. Yeah.
Our 7-year-old is missing his two
I'm
front
going to
teeth.
say 6, 7-year-old. But he is adorable. His parents, John and I don't know how you pronounce this. It's Rive. It's Reve.
I don't know. Revy?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Walsh. And that's his parents. It's a picture of them at one of the trials during this
Yeah.
whole process.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, look at all that hair.
Yeah.
John's packing a whole lot of hair.
Some of the early episodes, he looks like that, though.
Does he? See, I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of the early episodes.
What year was this again?
This, I didn't get there yet. It was 1981.
Okay. Because I remember watching it when I was young.
Yeah.
And then I remember hearing that it was because of his son that he started it. So
Yeah, I don't think I've watched it until maybe late 90s.
So it might
Early
even been some
thousands.
reruns and some new stuff.
Yeah,
Because it
so-
was on for a long time.
It was. Very popular. But on July 27th, 1981, his mother decided to take him to the Hollywood Mall in Hollywood, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a photo of the mall from the 80s.
Gotcha.
See, definitely old style. It looks like that's water behind it, isn't it? Looks like it's on a river, maybe.
Hollywood, I think, is close to Orlando, if I'm not mistaken. So it could be like a little lake or something specifically made for that area, like like a artificial lake.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could be wrong.
It's hard to tell. It's kind of whited out, whatever's back there. But there was a lamp she really wanted that was at Sears.
Okay.
So they went to the mall to go to the Sears store. And there's a picture of the outside of the Sears store. It looks like kind of like the malls where there's a store, usually a J.C.
Yep.
Penney or something, that's attached to the end of the mall.
Yeah.
That's
the
what that
Sears
was.
attached to the
Yep.
mall. Yep.
I went in the mall and went to the Sears that was attached to the mall to look for this lamp. It must have been a nice lamp. I don't know. She went through some dragging a 6-year-old to the mall.
Well, it's just one. If there was 5, I could see
Yeah.
it might be an issue.
It still would have been nice. It must have been a nice lamp. But Adam decided to play the Atari 2600 video game
Okay.
that was on display that a couple other older kids were playing with. It
Okay.
must have been one of those play this game, test it out kind of things you see at GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played the Atari 2600?
I have when I was real
Oh,
little.
never heard of it.
So just a update. Hollywood
Yes.
is right on the ocean. It's right on the beach like we were, but further south. It's
Oh,
almost to Miami.
nice.
It's like Fort Lauderdale, Miami area.
So that must have been the ocean behind it or something.
It could be.
Dang, a mall on the ocean?
We didn't go that far south. Mm-hmm. We were up close to Daytona, so
Yeah.
Flagler
nice.
Beach.
Nice. Still pretty.
Yeah. Old school Sears, though.
Sears, definitely. It looks like the...
I actually remember when Sears used to look like that.
Do you? I've never
Yeah.
seen it look like that. It looks like the old piping they do on the cakes when you
Yeah.
buy them from Walmart Bakery.
Sears, Roebuck and Company. That's what the whole name was.
No
Sears,
way.
Roebucks and Company. That was the theme song too. It sang it like that. Sears, Roebucks and Company.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm old.
Oh, he's like...
I remember all that.
I remember the local hardware store because it had a commercial. It's always playing on the local radio station. I know
Yeah.
that phone number because that little jig they played.
Yeah.
It's in my head all the time.
See, I have the same thing, but it's for Chicago stuff. So it'd be Empire Carpet. Now the commercials are, because it's a nationwide company, they add an 800 in front of it, but even in the jingle. But back when I was a kid, it was a local 708 number for Chicago, and they just sang 588-2300 Empire.
Yeah.
Now they do 800 588. They add the 800 to it because they do nationwide now. But yeah, I have that same kind of thing, the local company phone number.
Pick up the phone. Call, blah, 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 blah. Like I got it in my head so I know the number. That was from way long ago. But his mom decided that since he's playing with that little fancy game that she can go around the corner and look for that lamp she's wanting so bad.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, he's right there. He's a couple aisles over. He'll be fine. When she came back to look for him around 12:15, he was gone. Like there's no kids around the game. They were all gone. She's like, okay, where'd he go? So she went to the store manager, and the store manager said there's a scuffle that broke out over whose turn it was at the game. So the security guard escorted the boys out of the store. He said, you can't be just roughhousing or fighting in here. You got to
Yeah.
leave. Because he assumed that Adam was with them.
Yeah.
So he told him to leave the store.
Okay.
The guard asked the older boys if their parents were present, and they said no. So John said, this is John Walsh, he said that Adam would have been too shy to talk to the security guard, so he wouldn't have been like, hey, my mom's over there, or hey, I'm not with them. Oh, hi, Nala. She wants to guest star.
I got Maybell over here by my arm, but
Oh,
we have one behind us too. But she's gonna bump the mic now.
some, what do they call it? ASMR. She goes, what's this? What's my cat light doing here?
She's trying to bite it. Can I help you? Can I help you, young lady? You gonna purr for the folks?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
She goes, what in the crap?
Anyway,
Right. But she's like, anyway, what? Hey, that's mean. He goes, you're done. You're done.
you're done. Why not?
But John said his son would have been too shy to talk to the security guard and said, hey, I'm not with these boys. My mom's over there.
Yeah.
So when he would ask the older boys like, no, our parents aren't here. He would be like, well, just get out. Like, go.
Gotcha.
And he would have just assumed that he was part of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so he sent him out the same mall doors he did the older ones. Then Adam's parents believed that after the older boys dispersed, she's awful. After they exited the store, they dispersed, went their separate ways, or went different locations, whatever. They're teenagers.
Yeah.
Adam would have wandered around looking for her car because he knows that they parked somewhere around there. So he probably wandered around looking for her car, assuming she would have came out there eventually.
Yeah.
But here's a picture of what type of car she had. I'm not sure if it's the exact same car, but that would have been the car she would have been driving.
Okay.
It's like a white Cadillac looking thing.
Mm-hmm. Do we have the model or what it is?
I do not.
Looks maybe like a Lincoln.
Looks like, I know it's white. Looks like something where the top's a dark gray or black color, like it comes off or something even.
I don't think it comes off. I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just a two-tone
Is it?
car.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking.
It looks
I know
like a
there's
Lincoln
the
to me.
older. Dad had a car, but had like this was a black fabric and it just kind of folded up. Whatever they call it, I don't even know.
Convertible?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a convertible.
I don't know what it is, but so she had him paged overhead in the mall, and nothing. He didn't show up. They waited around, tell him to meet him here at the security desk by this store. Nothing happened. No one showed up. She ran into her mother-in-law, Jean, and together they searched for Adam. So that happened to be bad timing. She just bumped into her mother-in-law at the mall.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, lost Adam. So there they searched for him. The police were called at 1:55 p.m. So, what did I say? I had a time earlier. What was it for? 12:15 is when she came back to look for him.
Right.
And then 1:55 cops were called finally. But John and Reeve, sorry, I don't know how you pronounce her name, searched relentlessly for their son. The law enforcement initially treated Adam's disappearance as a missing child's case.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all they thought it was. They didn't think it was anything more at the time.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made in the investigation early on. Evidence was mishandled. Obviously, a nationwide media campaign was launched.
Yeah.
Because this little boy was just snatched. On August 10th, his severed head was found in a drainage canal over 100 miles away from the mall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they
See,
found
I didn't
his
know
head.
the details. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So he was missing for a few days, and then his severed head was found.
Wow.
And this is a picture of the crime scene from the roadway, it looks like, or from, well, maybe even looks like someone's hiding in the bushes.
Yeah. That doesn't look
But
like it's a legit shot. Like it was allowed.
it's like someone's creeping. Yeah, there's some crime scene tape and a police officer, but yep. So a fisherman found it.
Wow.
So they say fishing's supposed to be relaxing. Can you imagine?
Not if you find a human head.
Going out there to relax, and you're like, that's someone's head bobbing around. But, oh, Nala. The next day, August 11th, John and Revi, sorry again, appeared on TV saying they still hoped that Adam was alive. Because at the time, they didn't identify the head, because it was just the head that's been in the water.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't actually identifiable. They had to wait for dental records and things like that. So the next day, they were like, hey, it might not be him. Hopefully not him. We know it's a younger child, but I hope it's not my child. So they were still hopeful. They even upped the reward. There was a reward pretty on early in the investigation for, I think it was $5,000. And they upped it and eventually reached $100,000 for his safe return. So there's the poster of it as a $5,000 reward. So when it was first put out. But they kept upping it and just saying that he's still alive. That's not him. That's not him. But soon after, the head was determined to be Adam's through dental records. The rest of his body was never found. Still missing.
What?
Yeah. So to this day, they've not found him.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's like your case, except the reverse, right? They never found his head.
Right. They threw the head in the Tennessee River, but they found the body.
Yeah. This one, they found the head, not the body. So it's horrible. But the coroner ruled his cause of death as asphyxiation.
Okay.
So obviously they can't.
There's probably some hemorrhaging in the eyes.
Yeah.
That'd be the way to. If all you got is the head.
Yeah.
That'd be the only way to tell.
Because they can't tell if he drowned.
Unless there was marks, like I don't know how where
yeah.
the cut was, but if there was neck showing,
and they
they
saw
might
bruising.
have saw bruising around the neck. But hemorrhaging in the eyes is probably the dead giveaway that somebody was.
But also, if he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, if he wasn't that easily identifiable, they had to wait for dental records. I don't know if his eyes would have still been there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. That'd be the only way I could tell. You could tell that, though, other than some bruising on the neck.
Yeah, there's something that gave it away. I know they couldn't tell if he drowned because the lungs weren't there.
Right. So that's why
that's
why I'm
all they
thinking
could
the
have
eyes.
told. Yeah, all they could tell is what the head would have gave them. And
that's why I'm thinking the eyes. Yeah.
Considering they can't look at him and tell who he was right off the bat, makes me think I don't even know if his eyes were there. I don't know.
I mean, how else?
Right.
It's got to be the eyes.
Something. Or unless they found a rope still attached around the head. I don't know.
I mean, that wouldn't tell them.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to go with eyes.
Yeah. But there's no leads for years. So this happened. They got the cause of death. They did their best, we're looking, we're taking tips, and rewards were put out like that, and it kept getting upped and upped, and just nothing ever came about. Over 2 decades later, evidence emerged that brought forward a suspect.
Okay.
So 2 decades later, someone grabbed a hold of this, probably because John Walsh never really dropped it.
No.
Like he was adamant about, kept bringing it up and pushing for it. So someone picked it back up finally, and they uncovered some evidence that was overlooked.
Okay.
And they connected the crime to an infamous serial killer that was out and about at the time, Otis Toole. You heard of Otis Toole?
The name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
I have a picture of him. He might look familiar to you. I don't know.
A little bit.
Looks like a science or math teacher.
Reminds me of Silence of the Lambs, the was it Wild Bill guy? The one that was it puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again.
Oh, I've never seen
Reminds me of that.
I just look at him and for some reason he reminds me of a teacher. I must have had a teacher that looked kind of like him. I don't know. But they connected it to him is because he was active around that time. A witness saw a yellow Cadillac around the mall the day Adam was abducted.
Yeah.
And Otis Toole was known to drive a yellow Cadillac. Here's a picture of a model, the car, of what he used to drive. Basically, it looked like the car.
So we got a Hot Wheels telling us what kind of car he drove.
Well, to me, it looked like the same car that the mom drove, just yellow instead of white.
Yeah, could be.
I'm like, what?
So why do we have a Hot Wheels of the car and not a picture of that model?
I don't know. I guess he wanted to make it. At the time, that's as 3D as he can get. So he's like, right here is this Hot Wheel car.
What is this from, like the case? Like an actual picture from the case?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the police or if it's just like a reporter or something doing an interview, but it looked like it might be an interview from a documentary or something.
Okay. Looks just like this.
Yeah, right like this
Except
here.
This one's green.
They have a cork board on the wall and pictures to thumbtack to it with notes and strings. And I solved this.
Like the meme from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's
yeah.
got all the cork board and all the yarn attached to everything, and he's like...
that little Hot Wheels car on the top of the cork board. Otis confessed to killing Adam in October of 1983. But if you've known Otis, you know that he's confessed to many things, killings that he did not do.
Gotcha.
So
a lot of serial killers
doubted.
do that.
Yeah, they
Try to
doubted
up
his
their numbers.
confession. Due to possible coercion during the interrogation and inconsistencies.
There might be a case right outside.
I know, right? Oh. So next week, no.
Next week, it's going to get real local.
Yeah. 3 doors down. But
The band?
no. I didn't even think of that. But they doubted it due to some possible coercion during the interrogation, inconsistencies in his confession, small things like that. They're like, that wasn't exactly right. However, right before the trial, he recanted his confession anyway. He's like,
Never mind.
I didn't do that one.
After all.
Never mind. He wasn't mine. And Otis was known for his violent anger issues. So he was just a nasty old man. But he liked to confess to things he didn't do. Then he'd recant it. And then it's just a mess. And he also was known to kill with a partner named Henry Lee Lucas.
That name sounds very familiar.
Yeah. Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole killed together.
Why do I know that name? Henry Lee Lucas. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Henry Lee Lucas. What's he known for? Because that name sounds like
Just
really,
a serial
really
killer.
familiar. Was he suspected in anything Zodiac related? Because that name sounds familiar.
Think so. Maybe. I don't know.
You continue. I will.
Oh, you're going to look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's how I know.
But I have a
that name.
picture of him. If maybe that'll jog your memory a little too. But that's. You can tell Otis
They both
on the
got
right.
some jacked up teeth.
Yeah, Henry Lee Lucas looks like he's been through some shit.
Yeah.
He looks rough, but he looks happy about it too. He's smiling, but he's definitely had a rough time. But evidence supposedly linking Otis to the crime was lost, quote unquote lost. The cop said it was lost in translation. Never made it back. But Otis died in prison on September 15th, 1996 from liver failure at the age of 49.
Damn.
So he passed away. I don't know if we'll end up doing an episode on him and Henry or not. I don't know. Possibly. I think he got charged. Both of them got charged, I think, with maybe 5 or 6 murders.
Mm-hmm.
But together they confessed to over like 150, 130. Which is why when he confessed to Adams, they're kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's known for doing that too, just confessing to a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I guess Henry Lee Lucas confessed to over 600 murders.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not related to I don't know why I was associating with that name with Zodiac.
Who killed
Maybe there's
Abraham
somebody-
Lincoln? Was that that was Henry Lee?
No. Oh man, you made my mind go blank, and I would normally know the answer
I know,
to this.
I know you would know, but that's the first thing that popped in my head.
It's John Wilkes Booth.
Booth. Oh,
That's what it was. Yeah.
Henry Lee something. Henry
Henry
Lee popped in my
Lee.
head. Presidential, so I don't know.
I'm gonna look up Zodiac suspect, see if there's a name that's similar.
Close to it.
Because I think that's how I'm getting it. I think somebody who was a suspect to be the Zodiac was like a Henry something or something Lee in his name. I think that's what I'm getting.
You like the Zodiac?
I do.
Is that gonna
Arthur
be
Lee Allen. That's why I'm thinking of that.
Lee.
Yeah, Arthur Lee Allen. That I knew there was a Lee.
Oh,
That
bless
Lee was
you.
making me think of Zodiac, but yeah, definitely not Zodiac.
Is Zodiac going to be your next episode you do?
I don't know. There's a lot to Zodiac.
There is.
That'd be a hard one to do. We might do it.
Heck
I'd
yeah.
still like to do the Chris Benoit.
The wrestling one.
So I may have a couple of them that I get to do.
There you go.
Give you a break.
Give me a break from research.
Zodiac.
It doesn't give you a break from editing because I have no idea how to edit any of this
What?
stuff.
So you were not going to switch since I'm
No,
doing the
we're
research
not
in the episode? I
completely
still got to edit it too?
Yeah, you do. That's what sucks. So I'm like, you give
And
me a break from research.
Do I still
but
got to
not
set up
from
the
nothing.
recording and everything too?
Yeah, because I don't do that. That's all been you.
Ugh.
I know, right? It's rough.
Now everybody knows who
But I
does
do
what.
help you sometimes with your research.
You do. When I did my episode, you did help with the research a little.
Yeah,
So
because I'm like, go here and type in this and this. And you're like, oh.
most of that story, it was stuff I knew or stuff I knew from a person. So to get the precise details on like ages and their full names and stuff like that, that was more of up your alley. So.
Yeah. So I gotta stop and think like, okay, his name didn't bring things, so let's Google like this.
And that's
then
the
connect
thing
it
with
to
my
this,
case. You
connect it
could
to
Google
that.
it and you don't find almost anything. It's like they scrubbed it from the news because it was just a a small case that nobody cared about.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, go to. It mentioned this person, or you would know someone's name. I'm like, go to their Facebook. Find the victim's mom.
We
Go
did
to her
find a couple through
Facebook.
Facebook
Search
like
through her
that,
post
yeah.
for keyword this and it
Yeah.
was just a lot of hunting.
But we got it.
Yeah, see, I help you a little
do.
bit. I
You
just
do.
can't do
Can't
your
do
video
all of that.
editing.
You can't edit.
Your magic.
Set up the video. It's not really magic either. I wish we had a better video setup, but
Yeah, but we'll get there.
right now it's better than it was.
Mm-hmm.
The early couple of videos we tried looked
Yeah,
horrible.
it was
These
rough.
look better at least. We have some decent lighting and a decent
Props.
camera we got set up and the light behind us that's cool, and we're stepping up. But eventually I'd like to get a camera specifically that's made for high quality video that we can do the episodes with,
True.
so it looks like a lot of YouTube videos you see, real crisp and nice. I'd like to do that
Maybe someday.
one day.
One day. Coming soon.
If we get some people subscribing, more people subscribing and actually putting some money in, we could use that for that. There
Yeah.
you go. Subscribe to our bonus
Show some
episodes.
love.
That way we get some extra money, and we'll get a better camera through using that money.
Yeah. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Where was I? John and I can't say her name. Reevy dedicate their lives to
Just say the
advocating.
mother.
John and the mother dedicate their lives to advocating for missing children.
Mhm.
So they were really into it. As you know, he did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They spearheaded the creation of the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. You've heard
Yep.
of that one?
I have. That's a big organization.
1984, yep. 84 is when they spearheaded that. John Walsh became the long-running, and you mentioned that earlier, long-running
Long running.
host of the TV show America's Most Wanted since 1988.
Yep. I remember that.
Yep, and there's a pic of the promotional pic for it.
That's-
Him standing
that's
in
how
front
I
of that
remember it.
iconic golden sign.
America's Most Wanted.
Still got a decent head of hair, not as much
Yeah.
as...
That's how I remember him.
I remember him as old gray hair.
Yeah, because you watched later
I
episodes.
remember the gray. That's like,
You wouldn't have even
dark
been
brown.
born yet.
you know,
Me,
wasn't
I
a
was.
twinkle in my father's eye.
Me, I was. What? Grade school? Yeah, would have
Yeah,
been in
8 years
elementary
old.
school, like 3rd grade maybe.
Nice. But John considers Adam's case closed. It was not officially closed, but he said it's done for him. He thinks Otis Toole is responsible, possibly Henry Lee Lucas too,
Yeah.
but he claims it's done, closed, they did it. Adam's death influenced the creation of Code Adam in retail stores.
I know.
So if you ever worked in
Yeah.
a retail store, Code Adam.
That's true. Okay.
So now you put 2 and 2 together.
I do. I did not know that those were connected.
Yeah, I didn't either at the time. I'm like, what?
But yeah, I've heard that a bunch. Code Adam.
I knew Code Adam, but I never stopped to think, what?
That it
Why is it
'cause of
Adam?
Walsh.
Yeah, I was always going biblical, like Adam
No,
and Eve.
I mean, it makes sense because the Amber Alerts were because of a little girl
Yeah,
named
this
Amber.
is Code Adam.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So now you know. But Code Adam alerts staff to missing child and allows the stores to shut down quickly, like lock the doors, no one in or out, that
Yeah.
kind of
Until
stuff.
they find the kid.
Yep. It also brought about the Adam Walsh Child Protection and Safety Act in 2006.
Huh. Okay.
So it brought about a lot of acts and things. And that act established a national sex offender registry with stricter laws.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's weird. We were talking the other day about would you change the past if you could?
Yeah.
Remember when we were
Yeah.
having that discussion? And I said, well, mentally you would say, yeah, I would change a bunch of shit. But then when you actually think about it, you realize, well, if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
And if this wouldn't have happened, this wouldn't have happened. And then eventually I would get to, I wouldn't have my kids and I wouldn't have you. And there's a whole lot that changes.
Yeah.
I wonder if he feels the same way about his son dying, given all the advancements
Everything that
it
came.
led to
Yeah.
and all the safety things that happened for children. Like we have Code Adam
National
and
Sex Offender Registry.
National Sex Offender Registry, all that stuff. Those are very important things we
Yeah.
utilize now.
Oh, yeah.
And if his son wasn't taken and murdered, none of that would have happened. Isn't that weird? Like
Yeah.
how
That's deep.
it goes into like one thing caused another, which caused another.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a crazy thing to think about. But at the same time,
I know
it's-
there's got to be a book or a movie about something like that where it's like you save this one person you love's life, or you let them die and save thousands of lives, something like that.
there
The
well,
choice, the box, something like that.
no,
I thought there was a
Butterfly
movie.
Effect. I just had
Wasn't
you watch that
it?
with me because Ashton Kutcher could go back. Remember, he would have those weird seizure things, and then
Oh,
he would
yeah.
go back when he was reading his diary.
Yeah, and kept changing
and he would
things.
change things, and it would just make it worse. And then he realized it's a horrible ending. He gets to the
Spoiler
idea
alert.
that spoiler alert. It's an older movie. You should have seen it by now. But
Oh yeah.
but
Just in
yeah, he
case.
gets to the point that he's like, I need to not exist for all these people to be happy.
To be, yeah.
So he
for
goes
nothing
back.
bad to happen to
He goes
anybody.
back to him in the womb, and he kills himself in the womb.
Yeah.
He strangles himself with the umbilical cord. Like, it's a really fucked up movie, but
And the bad thing is that was like his mom's like 10th miscarriage or stillbirth.
yeah. So
or
it makes you
something.
think, how many times did this happen?
Yeah, because that was
Could
like her
all his
8th
other
stillbirth or something.
Could all of them have done that?
Yeah.
Like gone back in
what's
time and
wrong
killed
with-
themselves?
Fuck.
So it's something that
It's trippy.
It's
like
always
a
happens
loop.
through her.
It's like one big ass
yeah,
loop.
it's so weird. It's a great
continuous.
movie, but that ending you're like, oh. Like it's a trip. That
It's like
ending.
she goes home depressed. That's number 9, and then gets pregnant, and that's Ashton Kutcher again, and goes back. Okay, go home. That's number 10.
Is it the same kid every time?
Yeah, that's what makes you think. I wonder if it's really him
If he
every
just
time.
What if it's different ones every time, but they've all come to the same conclusion?
That would be awful. That'd be weird too.
Yeah.
We need to know.
There's an alternate ending to that too, and I forget what the ending is, but
Yeah, I don't remember.
there's like a alternate ending version of that, and he still, I think, kills himself, but it's completely different. Like, I don't know. I'd have to look it up to see what the alternate ending was again. But the main one I think they used was the one where he killed himself in the womb.
Yeah, it's trips you up.
Unless that's the alternate ending, and that's the only one I remember.
It's the only one you're focused on
Because it was so, it was such a trip.
It made you think. But in December 2008, 27 years after he was killed, police announced that the case is officially closed, and they are confident that Otis Toole did it. So something came through. Finally, they finalized it. Don't know what happened.
They
but
probably just said no new evidence has come,
Yeah.
and this guy already confessed, and
he
the
recanted.
parents
He
are willing to
died.
be okay with this, so let's just let it go.
Yeah, because he died in, when did Otis Toole die? 2006, I think, is it?
Yeah.
96.
So, yeah, I think that, I don't think
So
there's new
12
evidence
years
or
later,
anything.
they closed it.
Yeah, they finally got to a point where they were like, it ain't going nowhere,
Yeah.
and everybody seems to accept this is what happened, let's just let it be.
Possible. I just don't know what would have new evidence would have came forward.
There wouldn't have been none.
And John already stated earlier that he considered it closed, that Otis did it after Otis died.
That's a key to it. If the parents are like, we've got closure, this is what, they usually are like, all right, we'll just kind of let
The
this
guy's
be.
dead,
Since
whatever.
it's a cold case and we're never going to get anything out of it, we might as well just say this is it. If you're happy with this,
You're happy
not
with
happy,
it.
but
And
if you're accepting and this is what you want to go with, we'll go with it too.
I'm sure they would have went with it because then they don't have to do trial or nothing because Otis is dead.
I bet that hurt though too, because they never got to have a trial that specifically got justice. Like he may have gone to prison for others, but his
Not
name
for
was
Adam.
never officially attached through court. Like, you are charged and guilty of this murder. You get what I'm saying? Usually, everybody's name that they've killed has been attached to them in a court case, and they're either innocent or guilty of each count. And each count is attached to a name. His name was never attached to that, so it doesn't have official closure.
True. True. So they just put closed and just said it's closed.
Closed.
They can't really, because he wasn't officially found guilty of killing him. So
No.
officially, it's just they just closed
Officially, it's just closed. Murder and
suspected to be so and so.
This person
who's passed.
Yeah.
They just closed it. Oh,
Yeah, it's not official.
awful. But the police also apologized for investigative mistakes, as Chief Chad Wagner said in a news conference. So he even acknowledged that, there may have been some mistakes early on.
Sorry, y'all. We fucked up.
I fucked up a few things. No big deal. It's okay now. We solved it.
Kind of.
Almost 3 decades later.
It's okay. We're going to go ahead and close it. We're pretty sure this is what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get an
That's all we
official. We
got.
can't give you any official closure, but unofficially, this is the guy. But John does America's Most Wanted. He also does In Pursuit with John Walsh.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
It was
that
kind of like.
Is
I'm
it
pretty
like
sure it's kind of like
him actually going to pursue?
I'm pretty sure it's like
villains?
Cops.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering if it was actually like Cops,
Or
or if it
like
was like
that-
Dog the Bounty Hunter, where he's out chasing these people.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's like Cops. We could check that too. But yeah.
Because I know The Hunt. He also does a TV show called The Hunt
Yeah. Let's see.
with his son Callahan. And I think I've seen that, or a snippet of that, a clip of that. And John Walsh was standing in the studio like he was for America's Most Wanted. And Callahan, his son, was out in like a cop car hunting someone down, a fugitive down, like Dog the Bounty Hunter. And while John Walsh was talking about the background of the case and stuff, like he did on America's Most Wanted. I think that's what The Hunt was. Looks
The
like
Hunt
it.
had his son in it.
Yes, Callahan.
Or not The Hunt. In Pursuit.
In Pursuit?
Yeah,
So that's
In
what I was
Pursuit had his
thinking of.
son. Yeah. So basically, he kind of does what you're doing. He tells a story of a case. He actually did several. I think he does 2 fugitives and 2 missing children per episode.
And then the son's out
And
in
the
the
son
field.
is talking with him, and then they go out in the field and they basically do kind of an investigation and see if they can find the truth.
Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I remember clips of him in the studio talking about it, and then clips of his son out in the car being like, stopping at someone's house. I thought it was The Hunt.
Evidently, that whole show, though, In Pursuit, only caught 2 people.
Only 2 people. How many seasons, though?
Let's see. 4?
Oh, God. They did
Yeah.
their best.
He did a lot better with America's Most Wanted. That show caught a lot of people. Let's see.
Oh, I know dog stats.
How dog gets a case. It's not like he's just putting out information and going and catch it. Like he has the bonds on those people. Like those are his.
Oh, true.
You get what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
he's basically the bonds people are giving him like all these bail jumpers, and he just goes and finds them and grabs them. I mean, most of the time he just goes to the person's house, and they're like, "They're not here anymore. They're over at this house."
And
he's like, "Okay," and he goes there, and there they are. Sometimes they block off roads. Like they'll have like 4 cars, and one will be down there, one will be over here, and they're waiting for him to drive by at some point because they know he's in the area. And that's all they're just waiting. They're like, "There he is. Let's follow him."
His son, that one son that has like the shaved sides and the ponytail right down the middle. I don't even know his name. Jason or something? I don't know. But he always reminded me of that wrestler. Heartbreak Kid.
No, to me he looks like one of the newer ones, Dominic. He looks like Dominic Mysterio a little bit.
See, when I used to watch, he reminded me of him because he was so like short but strong looking. So I always pictured him as is it Shawn Michaels? Shawn Michaels, yeah, Heartbreak Kid. That's what he reminded me of. And then he got a daughter that joined eventually, and that's shortly after she joins when I quit watching him.
I never liked the wife.
The wife, you never liked her?
America's Most Wanted had 27 seasons.
Jeez.
And they've had over almost 1,100 captures.
Oh, so see, they did good.
They did really good.
I don't get, but it's him. So how did he do really good and the other he flopped?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the format and how it was done. Because they were physically doing the investigating and trying to capture people on Pursuit, right?
Yeah.
But America's Most Wanted basically told a story and relied on people to call in for tips. And those tips went to the police. So.
Oh. She's distracted me watching their cuteness. But okay. But I have a picture of him. See, that's how I remember him. And that's
Oh,
Callahan.
yeah. That is much later.
Yeah, that's him and Callahan. But that's how I remember John Walsh with that silver hair.
Yeah.
Not the dark hair you remember.
This is the one you're talking about on dog. By the way, his name is Leland.
Leland.
This guy.
Yeah, he reminded me of Shawn Michaels.
Hold on.
Because he was tiny.
Yeah. To me, he reminds me of Dominic Mysterio. They both have like the mullet kind of thing. It just reminds me of him.
True. Didn't Shawn Michaels have longer hair too, though?
Yeah, but his was more of a blonde kind color. That's why,
True.
and he's a white dude. So this guy both of them look kind of Hispanic, and they both have like a mullet. So that's why they kind of look similar.
I was just thinking long hair. Short,
everybody with long hair
stout.
looks the same, huh?
The short, stout, long-haired guy.
You're racist with hairstyles. Everybody with long hair looks the same.
No. I know.
All you long-haired people look alike.
All of you. He's like, that was a sandy blonde, shade number 726A.
Could be. I don't know the numbers.
He's in the specifics. I'm just like, long hair, short, muscular. Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Anyway.
All right, that was it. Yeah, that's it. They blamed Otis. Otis did. Done. Drop the mic. And John's satisfied. He's been satisfied since '96. So I
wouldn't call him satisfied.
Yeah, I mean
his child
he's closed, considered
as
closed.
Probably horribly if they was decapitated. So
yeah. But I mean, he's considered it done and closed.
He considers
since
it
'96.
Yeah.
Sure, he's never over it, but
no.
He considered it done.
Man.
It's awful. Yeah, I can imagine. And to never find the rest of them too.
That's sad too. So they
can't.
They never could officially bury him. I mean.
Yeah.
They probably did bury his head.
That's
just messed up.
It's just only part of him.
I mean, you just got a head sitting in a casket. It's kind of weird.
I'm sure that cremate him.
I would have thought.
I would have, yeah.
Nobody wants to just lower a casket in the ground and everybody knows there's just a head sitting in there.
Yeah.
I think.
And no one has to know how much ashes are in there. It ain't like no one pops the top off and it's like, how much you got left of Aunt Sally in here?
Yeah. Cremation seems to work best for that situation. That's sad, though.
It's just, it's just a sad thought that half of your, not half, but 90% of your child is out there somewhere getting scavenged or.
I mean, I guess it's better than 100% being missing. At least you know.
True. You have
if he was missing and never found, then you just never know what happened. But if since they found the head, they at least know he's gone. They can mourn him. They can try to have closure.
And a lot of people, that's a huge debating point. Like, which would you rather have no closure, like you never find out he's still missing, or do you want closure like you find a body and you know he's gone, what happened to him?
Well, if someone's gone, you at least know they're not in pain.
True.
Right? I mean, you know they're not being abused and tortured every day for the rest of their life. You know, at least know that they're done. It's a hard one. I think I would rather know that they were gone than wonder if they were being. But then again, if they're not being tortured and they're just living a happy life somewhere, why would you want them to be dead? It's hard. That's a hard one.
It's hard. It is hard, and depending on how they passed, I don't want to know. If they had the whole body and they realized that he had like his fingernails pulled out or fingertips cut off or he was castrated, I don't want to know those details. So what was done to my child.
Yeah.
I don't want to know in that sense, but also on the other sense, I don't want to be thinking that he's being tortured every day. So it's kind of like what
It's
either
so it
either
almost
way.
it almost becomes a selfish thing if you think about it,
Yeah.
because it's more of what makes you feel better,
Yeah.
knowing that they're
Oh.
gone and they're not out there being hurt or wondering constantly.
Yeah.
So it's more for your mental health than
Yeah.
for them,
It is.
because if they're perfectly fine out there and you're like need to find them dead just to have some closure and know they're not hurting, it's becomes selfish. That's hard.
It is hard. I don't know which way I would choose. I have no idea.
Well, what are we doing next?
Oh, yeah. Are we still doing bonus episodes? We discussed a little bit, I think, and
So
because that
I'm gonna
depends on
put
my
this,
answer.
Yeah. How about we leave it up to them? Maybe I don't know how many people will respond. We'll do it on social media too.
Okay.
Should we continue doing bonus episodes, or should we just take all of our past bonus episodes and make them freely available and just do regular old episodes all the time
Build a base.
and build a base? Because obviously we're new.
Yeah.
We don't have mass amounts of subscribers paying us to watch those bonus episodes. They're kind of just waiting for when we get those
they
people.
want attention.
So, and yeah, we want people to see them. So how about, all right, I'm going to pose the question here. You guys can, if you're on Spotify, I'll put it as a poll. Spotify lets us put a poll. You should be able to answer the poll. Do you want us to continue bonus episodes as a subscription service, or should we just do away with it for now until we get a bigger base?
What does continuing with bonus help them anyway?
Well,
know
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. If they're willing to subscribe and watch those bonus episodes, then we'll keep them. But if for right now it doesn't seem viable, we can just open it up and not do bonus episodes.
I was thinking, I was trying to think if anyone's even been subscribing to where they're like, it doesn't make a difference if it's out there or not,
Yeah, I don't know what their plans are.
Yeah,
they
true.
could have been just maybe they weren't ready to do it right then, but now they are, right? Or they think they are going to be in a week or so. I don't know, but we'll put it out there as a poll on Spotify. I'll probably do a post on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok about
yep.
it and see what kind of comments we get. And we'll go from there. I personally think maybe we should just do away with it for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Take all those past ones, open them up as available to everybody.
Do we have to re-listen to them? I don't know how explicit.
No,
Some
I
of
think
them
they're
are.
okay. I think they're okay. And to be honest,
Okay.
we're not that different on our regular ones versus our bonus. It's just maybe they're more like special cases.
Yeah.
Where they have like a bunch of cases in a theme, like package
More
theme.
our personal opinions may have been brought out, I think.
But we say that in our disclaimer anyway. We're going to give our opinions.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay. But I'll put it out there and see what everybody else says. But I think that's the direction we're probably going to go, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But maybe down the line, when we get a good base, we might bring it back and do something really special with it. So.
Ooh, she didn't like that. She's like, I'm out.
I'm
There
out.
goes my cut.
So next week we may just open that back up for everybody.
Okay.
But what were you thinking?
If we drop the bonus episodes, next week will be Batman because your movie's coming out. Flash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It
we're
is.
doing a
I'm excited
Batman
about
theme.
it. Any Batman fans out there? I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yeah.
I mean, huge.
She's got a
I
Batman corner wall.
Yeah.
Shrine.
Yes. And one of my son's middle names is Bruce Wayne. My car is being customized with a lot of Batman stuff. What else? I'm gonna be getting eventually a sleeve, a half sleeve of just Batman stuff.
It's an obsession.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah,
I have an actual Batman cowl.
Yeah.
Which we may actually bring out on that episode.
There you go. Show it off.
We may have it sit right here. I may wear it. I don't know.
You might.
I'm gonna wear it the whole episode and just like.
I have this.
I'm Batman.
What was it? Braden ordered me off of Amazon. It's supposed to be Catwoman.
Oh.
And it was
So
a cat mask.
Yeah, he wanted because she likes Catwoman. So
yeah.
Braden wanted to buy you a Catwoman kind of inspired outfit.
Yeah.
And it ended up being S&M stuff.
BTS.
Yeah. It was
cat
a cat ear mask, a whip.
Leather, yep. I might wear my cat mask.
There was some gloves. But you could tell it wasn't designed to be a Catwoman costume.
Yeah.
When you went back and looked at it, you're like, oh, this is...
Yeah, you can tell it was for play, but
this is,
you can also tell where with a 10-year-old he could see Catwoman.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
But we saw something different.
I mean, I did... When he wanted to order it, obviously I helped him order it.
Yeah.
Because he can't just order stuff on his own off Amazon at 10.
No.
But I didn't know how to tell him.
Yeah,
that's probably not Catwoman. But so I just kind of let it go. And I figured you'd be like, okay, I get it. But
I didn't react to open it. I'm like, oh, Catwoman.
Yeah.
I knew what he was thinking it was supposed to be. But I looked at you like,
Yeah. Like, you let this happen?
Yeah. Oh, where did you take him to get this?
It was Amazon. Don't worry. I didn't bring him in any weird shops or anything. We didn't take a ride up the road and go to the Lion's Den or anything.
He had a puberty presentation at school, and you took him straight to the theater.
Straight to the porn shop.
Yeah, XXX theater.
No. But anyway, yeah, let's just plan on doing the Batman episode next. It'll either be bonus or it won't.
Yeah, if it's going to be a bonus episode, then I think it's a Jennifer Schuett. Something. Yeah.
Jennifer Schuett.
Yep. But if no more bonus than Batman, it is.
So the next 2 episodes will be Batman and Jennifer Schuett. Batman may be bonus, maybe not.
And then hopefully a episode down the road in the future, you will hear him critique this Flash movie for about an hour and a half.
We may just do an episode where
just a whole episode just critiquing Batman movies.
So I thought about this. It's not related to Love and Luminol though. So we do a whole second podcast just to do stuff like that?
I wouldn't think. I don't know. I've seen some people have like a channel for just crime, and the other one would be like casual something.
Yeah.
Just their personal lives.
Do that, or do we just put it all out on this podcast when it wouldn't be related?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
Because I was thinking about that the other day, that I'd like to maybe do some other things. Like I'd like to maybe do alien cases or something, but that's not related to crime.
Yeah.
I'd like to do some supernatural stuff. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't go with our format,
Crime,
Love and Luminol. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe we just do a whole second one and call it like oddities and weird stuff, or nerddom. and then we just do like fun random stories about supernatural, aliens, magic, and superhero stuff. I could bring in movies I like. We could do a lot of different stuff.
True.
It's an idea.
I've also seen creators split it like the boys do playlists, but they'll have like a crime playlist, or then they'll have like cooking playlists.
Yeah, but it doesn't go with the
collection
name of the
playlist.
show that we currently have. The current Love and Luminol really relates to crime, just from the name.
Love.
Okay, so things we love and
You
Luminol.
love
I thought the
Batman.
love was us, but I guess not.
Close, close enough.
I guess we could. We could just put it on this show, and the love is. We could just We'd have to update the description of the show because it just talks that we're doing true crime cases. So we may update the description of the show, and
I know our name signifies crime, but we do more.
yeah. Or we can just say fuck it and do it without saying anything and just say, today we're not doing true crime. Today we're doing something else.
Based on the title of this video, you should know
I don't know.
that West Grill and Chicken is not true crime.
True.
Yeah.
Today we're going to, I don't know.
Depends on.
We may just open a second podcast.
We just open a second channel.
Call it Love and Nerdy Shit.
More love than luminol.
More than Love and Luminol.
More than love than luminol. All right, sounds good.
We'll see. Anyway, hope you liked it. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. At Love and Luminol on every social media that we're on, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube.
and YouTube. YouTube has all of our video episodes, full episodes, and so does Spotify.
Apple Podcasts.
And audio is Apple, Google, iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
What is it? There's so many of them.
Oh, I know.
I forget the names of all the different. Anywhere you can listen to audio podcasts, we have audio versions of these episodes. Video is strictly YouTube and Spotify. And as of right now, if you want to do our bonus episodes, just go to loveandluminol.com. That has access to everything, by the way. If you want to find us on audio, if you want to find our video, if you want to find our bonus, if you want to contact us, all right there, loveandluminol.com. But if we do away with bonus, we'll just remove the bonus section and it'll just be everything. Everything will be normal the way it is now. All the bonus episodes will just magically appear.
There you go.
We'll still call them bonus. We'll just take off the subscription so everybody can find them and play them. I think we'll do it.
I think we'll do it.
I'll post a question, but I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing.
Probably, I'd say.
But anyway, again, Love and Luminol on all the social media, and like and subscribe, and hope you liked the episode. Join us next time.
Sounds good.
All right. See you later.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Forward.